Oh.
Fucking rat fuck. Rat Shmuley.
You don't fuck with Rabbi Shmuley?
Rat Shmuley.
You know what's crazy? I don't remember how. It wasn't very long ago, but a long time ago. Probably less than 2 years ago. At some point, I told you, you could be a rabbi and you don't even have to believe in God.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
it. And you were like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Because you had a Catholic frame of mind. It's like, what? But yeah, it's like, obviously there's like a religious component to the Judaism thing, but a lot of Jewishness is just like a cultural kind of, hey, this is kind of what we do. And it's weird because the name for the religion is the same thing as the name for
the culture,
the ethnic kind of culture thing. So, and it even it even goes into the religious space, such that you can be a rabbi of a temple, and you don't believe in God, or you own a sex shop, or you own a sex shop with your daughter.
Sounds like a load of malarkey.
So, here's Rabbi Shmuley, Candace Owens.
Rat fuck.
She's been beefing with Rabbi Shmuley for a long time. It's like, this guy's filth. I mean, right here, filth, disgusting.
Mickey fucking Shmuley.
What, Mickey?
Mickey.
What does that mean?
Mickey Mouse.
What does that have to do with Shmuel?
Rat fuck!
Okay. Stuart Shmuley? Splinter Shmuley?
Winslow Shmuley.
Anti-Semite real Candace O attacked my daughter's kosher sex product, calling it filth. Did she say this because it happened to be made in Israel? Go to kosher.sex to get 10% off using the code Candace O. Did she say this because it happened to be made in Israel?
Fuck you. Bro, he's a slimy worm creature critter type fuck.
How old is his daughter?
Look at that nasty shit.
How old is this nigga? He looks like he's...
Who gives a fuck, man? Let's get to the beat.
55?
The potatoes.
She looks like she's 40.
Yeah, man. I saw people talk about that. Time's not doing her well.
You think it's the sin?
Say it.
It's the filth?
Say it.
It comes to butt plugs. You know how that go. Oh, G-spot vibrator. Kosher sex. I don't know. This is...
Making a dog off his dog. This is worse than OnlyFans.
Did Rabbi Shmuley say that Candace Owens is anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
In this post?
Let's go to his Twitter. Say a bunch. You gotta go to our rat fucks fucking Twitter. Right.
Why are you beefing with the Shmuel? Yeah, that's kind of a fire name. The Shmuel? Shmuel!
That's not his name.
What is his name? Alright, this is pinned. Creepy Donald Trump really changed the world, huh?
Niggas what? Niggas assault niggas? you even tag it.
The deranged anti-Semite Candace Owens, who hates Israel and won't condemn October 7th, has become neurotically obsessed with Jews and kosher sex. While endorsing Kanye West's hatred of Jews and love of Hitler, she has developed a demented fetish about Jews and sex. According to Candace, Jews run sex rings in Hollywood. Jews are pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein was a secret Mossad agent. Jews kill... Oh. I just kept on reading, man.
Oh shit!
Every one of these commas is like 10 minutes of discussion.
Oh shit!
Going crazy. No doubt we murdered Lincoln and Kennedy as well. Okay, I don't believe that she said all this.
She probably did.
She said that Jews murdered Lincoln and Kennedy as well.
Well, I don't know if she said it, but that's what people say.
I'm talking about...
That's Jim Hoffa.
I'm talking about her.
I don't know about Lincoln.
No, Hoffa was the Italian mob.
Yeah, but they said that the Jews were after him and the Kennedys.
The Jews were after Hoffa?
I'm not sure. I just watched the Italian.
And those were Italians.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure they said something in like there was a Jewish mob going after one or the other.
I don't know, man.
That's what they were saying. I don't know.
I mean, look, man. This nigga doing a lot of yapping. You know, he's promoting his fucking sex toys, sick freak with his daughter. Is there something wrong with... What's your beef with Shmuley?
Rat fuck.
How so?
I see him talk on Piers Morgan. It's nasty. Nasty individual.
That was nasty.
So you know.
It was nasty the way, he was communicating with Finkelstein. I'm not even thinking...
Not him. I didn't even watch that one. I saw the writing on the wall when he talked to that Muhammad guy. With the glasses. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. The Prophet?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You just don't fuck with Shmuley?
Nah, I don't fuck with that nigga at all. I would never be friends with a nigga like that. I never want to be around a nigga like that. That nigga will do anything. That nigga will do anything to get $1.
All right, what about You don't have beef with Kansas?
You used to. I think
When?
she's
Why?
cool now.
When? Why?
That she was hating on black people too much. Off black people's dick.
I feel like she still does.
Nah, I think she's got better.
Oh, because she's displaced the blame from black people to Jews. I want to go to the bank.
No. I didn't say that. You said that.
What was the approving nod?
It wasn't approving nod.
What was that?
I was like, you're trying to be funny.
Oh,
You make a joke.
well, look, I didn't say that. I was just asking a question. Speaking of Candace, she spoke to your man Chris Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of this we're gonna watch. It was just some arguing about whether or not Putin is intelligent. But I wanted to watch this in part because it's just so weird to me how people hear conversations.
Yeah.
And I want to see how you heard this conversation.
Okay.
You also have to recognize that Tucker just went over and interviewed Vladimir Putin. And this is significant because then you saw what it looks like when somebody not only has the mental faculty, I mean, irrespective of what you thought about the interview, you cannot, you are forced to acknowledge that he's an incredibly smart person. I mean, he started in the 8th century.
I think that it is not good that you're using Vladimir Putin as some type of positive attribute metaphor for a leader.
That's not
Okay.
That's not what I did at all.
Well,
Just for saying that
you're saying,
just
well, he's
seen-
smart.
He is smart. So why would you not acknowledge someone smart? What does that do? Does that make me a Putin supporter? Because you're clearly smart.
No,
if you
but-
can sit down and unpack Russian history
All right, but
from
what's
the
the
8th
point?
century, what do you mean? What the point?
What's
The
the
point is
point?
to say that the entire world can now see this contrast of a man who can't remember what happened 2 hours ago, who still thinks that his son is alive, sadly, and often brings up his son as if he's
That's
still
not
alive.
true.
You pause it.
What is that?
I feel like if people got a real hard on, it's like, bro, I can't, like, you know what? Actually, that's because I'm already convinced that this nigga Biden got mental damage, got dementia or something. I'm already convinced. I don't need to see it anymore.
I think everybody is.
So, but they keep on like harping about it. Like, I've never seen the clip of him talking about his son is alive. I'm not gonna go look it up. I don't need to. If you're not convinced that nigga, there's something wrong with that nigga, you're just crazy.
Yeah, I knew that the cope was over when I saw Destiny, and like, yeah, he slowed down a little bit in his old age, and it's like he's done more than.
I don't know if we're gonna talk about it, but they had that one guy sitting in front of Congress talking about, he was supposed to test whether Biden has his faculties all there. And they kept on reposting it because like the lady was reading it and she was like, you said that his faculties were all good. And he's like, no, I didn't. I did not say that. I said they're not good. And she's like, hey, excuse me, let me finish. She just said the same thing again. I don't know. You even seen that?
No, I haven't.
I don't know who. I forget. I think it was like Representative Twa. He's an Asian guy.
Okay.
I don't know. But you said something before we watched this. Yeah, how you hear conversations, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hearing that's wrong here?
I mean, it was a little bit further into the clip. Obviously, right now, Chris Cuomo is like coping. Like, I can see why he might be upset at what Candace is doing, but I don't think she's gotten to that point yet for you to really interject.
He believes in propaganda, just like the Islamic people propaganda.
What do you mean propaganda?
Some kind of evil dictator. Probably just a regular nigga. Probably just a regular leader of a country, like all of them else. American leaders are not any different. They're lining their pockets. They're doing what they want to do. They're all the same.
I don't believe that at all.
I believe that. That's what I think. They're all the same.
You think our leaders are the same as like Kim Jong-un?
Nah, he's different.
All
He's a little different.
right, so if he's all the way up there and then at the bottom is like George Washington.
That's why I say it's propaganda.
Hey,
I feel like Putin's kind of closer to us than they try to put Putin with Kim Jong-un. I feel like he's closer to us. And the Chinese niggas too.
Chinese niggas are closer to us than
Kim Jong-un. There's probably some niggas in the Middle East that are close to Kim Jong-un, but I think the vast majority of niggas.
Why would the Chinese niggas be closer to us than Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un don't know how to play nice. He don't know how to play in the world of big business. No, you can't. When you get into big business, You gotta sue niggas. You can't be punching niggas in the face anymore. It's over for that.
So then what about Russia? They just punch niggas in the face.
If that were the case, why isn't the world running down on them?
On Russia?
The world seems to be raining
They
down
got
on...
nukes.
The world seems to be raining down on North Korea. But does anyone fuck with North Korea?
China?
Do they?
A little bit. Not like heavy, but a little bit.
If someone wanted to start, or if we wanted to start a war with North Korea, they would intervene?
If we wanted to start a war with North Korea, they probably gonna take Taiwan.
So they're using North Korea as a little scapegoat to do what they want, really. They're not really gonna help them.
Nah, I don't think they give a fuck like that.
I feel like niggas give a fuck about Russia. Russia's in the game. They're in the big game.
But here's what they would do. If North Korea tried to go and take South Korea, if we tried to intervene, China would be like, chill.
No way.
It's a domestic dispute.
No way.
It's a domestic dispute.
No fucking way. The whole world would be on South Korea's side. There's no way China would do that. They're idiots. Yes. Yes. The whole world would be on South Korea's side, bro.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They love that shit now.
What
South
were you
Korea's on
saying?
the come up.
What were you saying about Russia? They don't have it over Japan.
Who?
You know, it's crazy. Like
South
Japan,
Korea coming up.
yeah, no. But One Piece, Dragon Ball,
It's not enough.
it's more than enough.
I feel like Japan's always been bigger than South Korea, but I don't think South Korea's gonna pass them anytime soon. But the last few years have been their year.
That's true. But when I say Japan, I'm saying like the cultural impact. Cultural impact is really big to me.
It was Squid Games.
It was Squid Games, but that shit was mid.
That's what you say. Everyone else liked it.
Well, how good was it really?
It's good.
How good was
It
it?
was good enough that I watched the Mr. Beast one and I watched the Netflix Live one.
You're kind of a loser.
No, everyone did.
I did.
Everyone watched it.
Yeah, I watched Squid Game, but how good was it really?
Did you watch the Mr. Beast one?
Give me a rating out of 10.
No, hold on. Did you watch the Mr. Beast one?
No,
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You're a hater.
It's not that interesting.
It was
Give me a rating out of 10.
For the show?
Yeah,
8.
that's dick sucking of the highest order.
Why did it take something?
That's dick sucking of the highest
I'll
order.
watch it again.
What is Hunter x Hunter out of 10?
9. 9.5.
You said 9.5?
Yeah.
9.5.
Okay. You know, my ratings for, the anime have to be reassessed because JJK.
Okay, what's the JJK?
9.5.
What's Attack on Titan?
8.5.
You're saying that Squid Games is close to Attack on Titan?
Yeah. I didn't even finish Attack on Titan.
You don't have to finish Attack on Titan. What you have seen, the peaks of Attack on Titan, compared to what in Squid Games?
There's other factors that Squid Games hits that Attack on Titan didn't.
The only thing that Squid Games can possibly hit is a better concept. And I don't even agree, but if somebody did, that's fine. That's all it has.
No. It leaves me wanting more. That's why I watched the Mr. Beast.
You want another
That's why-
season? You want another season of Squid Games that badly?
The concept. That's why I watched the Mr. Beast. That's why I watched the live version.
You say that-
And guess what? I'll watch the next live version season.
You say that as if you did not read Attack on Titan for 10 plus years. I wanted more. You read the shit for 10 plus years. So you didn't want what? You didn't want more after every chapter for over 100
I'll
chapters?
do that with a lot of manga.
Yeah, do that with a lot of manga.
Yeah, I'll do that with a lot of manga.
Anywho, look, I don't...
What's there to see here?
Fuck this video.
Yeah, what's there to see here, bro?
Fuck this video.
What do you want to see?
Because you sent me the video. And I was watching and I was like...
that was interesting. I mean...
Yeah, but I didn't get a timestamp.
Is there really a need for timestamp? That's the idea.
I told you... No, it wasn't about that. I had my own idea about it.
You should have timestamped it for yourself.
I didn't.
That's your fault.
Yeah, I'm not
Don't blame
blaming
me.
you. I'm not blaming
Yeah,
you.
you were.
No, I'm not. Oh, this is about voter fraud.
You really care? Let's just talk about it then. You believe there was voter fraud?
Not a significant amount.
What kind?
Like 10,000 people in the entire country.
What's
Yeah,
that?
voter
What does it look like, voter fraud?
Nigga voting who's not supposed to. He probably didn't know that he's not allowed to.
Okay,
Be a felon, be an illegal immigrant.
okay.
I thought I could vote.
So people vote when they're not supposed to.
Yeah. Most of the time it gets caught.
Do you think that they should have IDs and to vote?
I don't see why.
Well, if there's people that know it's a loophole, and sure, maybe it didn't get taken advantage of before, why don't you close that up?
I'm saying I don't think it is a loophole.
How could it not be? How do you stop someone from voting if they don't? If
I don't know what the process is of determining what a real vote is and what a real vote isn't.
Seems
But
like there isn't.
I don't know why you're saying that.
Well, you don't have to show ID. It's not where you live. It's not who you are. So it seems like it's nothing.
So
you just walk in.
So this is what I'm saying.
Why can't you just make 2 votes?
So this is what I'm saying. You think that you could go in there,
Baseball cap.
no baseball cap, write down your name, submit the ballot, walk out, come back 20 minutes later with a baseball cap on, write down, and you could do that like 10 times, and it would be 10 legitimate votes in the election. You think that that's possible?
I don't see why not.
But do you think that
Can I go?
if that could happen, why wouldn't it be happening?
Because no one sees the need to do it.
What do you mean no one sees the need to do it?
No one really sees. I don't. There seems to be no need to do that.
All right, well,
Maybe-
if there's no need, then why do we need ID?
Maybe that's always been happening. Didn't Al Gore have a whole thing where
I have no idea how that worked out. I have no idea what happened there.
wasn't it like, I don't know? You remember like the story?
Yeah. The 2000 election, there's something weird that happened in Florida, so they had to do a recount, and like George Bush narrowly won or something like that, and he won the presidency.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, look, they're proposing things that will cost. In this video, they propose things that will cost money, right? Like using your phone to vote, right?
Okay.
Scan your face, boom, system, Social Security, U.S. citizen, put your vote, all online, boom, easy. But I guess it would cost money to start enacting that, to get people to have to do it and all that kind of
Can
shit.
people like hack it?
Huh?
Can people hack it?
Yeah, probably you need to, exactly, it costs money. You need a robust security system on it. So when it comes to just voting in person, why don't we have to verify who's voting?
But this is the question I have. Do you think that we have a problem with that? Do you think that there's an unbelievable, like a very significant amount of false votes that is like affecting our elections?
I don't see why there has to be a past problem to make sure that there is no problem in the future.
Because I don't think that there is a problem.
No.
I don't think that a problem could arise in the future.
Why not?
Because if there's no problem now, why would there be a problem later?
Because of bad people.
Well, why haven't there have been bad people that have existed throughout all time?
Uh-huh.
Why haven't the bad people taken advantage of it up to this point?
Maybe there was no need.
What do you mean, no need? You think that presidency is not an important thing?
I think Cat Williams said a great thing. I don't know why liars lie. I don't know why bad people do bad things and when they do and why they want to do it. You certainly don't. You think people are crazy. So why not, if people have the issue and the problem, why are you trying to reject their issue and problem? Because it seems almost like harmless to put the rule in.
But we were putting the rule in for no reason.
What does it matter?
Huh?
What does it matter? You don't want to say what you want to say. You're trying to make it look like when I'm saying it's crazy. Well, no, I'm flipping it on you. Why do you care if the rule gets implemented?
Why do you want to implement it?
No, why does he care if it gets implemented?
It's a barrier to voting.
How? Everyone has an ID.
What if you don't have it on you?
Huh?
What if you don't have it on you?
Oh, so what if you don't have a car? Should they come to your house and bring the ballots to you?
No.
All right, so then if you don't have your ID, tough luck.
But now you're introducing a barrier, but I'm asking you for what purpose?
Huh?
You're introducing a barrier. So I've told you there's a barrier that's being introduced. So now I'm asking you, what purpose would you introduce? Like, why are you introducing this barrier? What is it alleviating? What problem is it solving?
To protect our voting system. There's been a lot of talk of funny business going around about the votes.
But was there any validity to any of that talk?
It doesn't matter if there's validity to it.
Yeah, it does. You can't just say that there's a problem and now here's the solution when there actually was no problem.
Now that everyone knows that it's open season, that's like saying.
But my thing is, it's not open season. People are just saying that.
No. You listen. The bank cards have the swiping, they have the strip.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas implemented the chip. It makes it safer. Why do you even have to see fraud? If it costed no money to make the chip, why wouldn't they just advance?
For what purpose? Why would somebody even make the chip if there's no fraud?
Because they see an area where you're vulnerable, so you sew it up.
Yeah, I can kind of hear it with the bank example. The problem is we've been voting like this for like 200 years.
Yeah, and now people are saying,
and you're saying in 200 years time,
no,
the presidency of the United States,
you have to.
Nobody was like, hey,
no, it's not about that. You have to look at the way, like the banking example. It's like the people of America are the scientists, the people that make the cars. They're scientists. They're looking at it like, oh, we have a very big vulnerability here. I think that funny business has gone on, but even if I can't prove it, let's sew it up so I feel safer with my vote and making sure it goes to the right place and everyone else votes goes to the right place and the right people are voting. Let's sew it up. What's the problem with that? It doesn't cost any money.
Barrier to entry.
You're crazy.
Yeah, no,
You lost your mind.
No.
You lost your mind.
Because
there's not a barrier. Everyone has an ID.
Let me just lay out my position. Because it's just like, you're sitting here saying there's a vulnerability. But there isn't.
There is.
And if you're saying that there is, it's the same vulnerability that's existed for 200 years. But there's no evidence that anybody has ever exploited that vulnerability. So if what you're saying is it's only in 2024 and maybe 2020, I guess, because some niggas say that the election was stolen, that people realize, oh wait, I can just put on a hat and put another vote in. I don't believe.
All right, let's get away from putting on the hat and putting on the vote.
I really want to like finish and drive the point home. I don't believe that people just figured out after 200 years of voting that you can just put on another hat and vote again. So my problem is, it feels like people are just kind of complaining and talking about nothing. Nothing happened. The election did not get stolen. Anybody who says that it did, they're just charlatans.
Hold on, let's look it up right now. What stops someone from voting twice? Let's look it up right now.
How researchers measure voter fraud. Techniques include AI and advanced statistics. The topic of voter fraud has been in the spotlight. There are several categories of voter fraud, including ineligible voting by non-citizens or felons, or double voting, when someone illegally casts more than one ballot. Voter fraud is cheating by voters themselves. It is distinct from other forms of election malfeasance. There have been dozens of studies aimed at measuring it over the last few years. So there's a difference between, going into the system and flipping votes as opposed to voter fraud, which is what the IDs would stop.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. There are essentially two types of academic research on voter fraud. Studies that examine documented cases, news articles, or criminal fraud. Studies that try to predict how much fraud might be going undetected using advanced statistics and artificial intelligence techniques. There's an infinitesimal small amount of voter fraud where a voter is intentionally doing something fraudulent. This is from the president of the former president of the nonpartisan Verified Voting Foundation. 2007 study calculated the rate of voter fraud in 3 elections in the early 2000s as between 0.0003% and 0.0025%. The odds of being struck by lightning in a given year is 0.0002%. Heritage Foundation keeps a database of known cases of voter fraud. It now has 1,298 examples. The examples date back to 1982 and cover both presidential and off-year contests. There are more than 1 billion votes cast in presidential contests alone during that span. Those are known cases. What about undetected cases of voter fraud? They estimate that the maximum amount of double voting was 0.02%, or 1 out of every 4,000 ballots. The researchers audited poll books in Philadelphia and found a 1% error rate. An error rate of 1.3% be enough to explain all the irregularities. So, I guess they're saying
bullshit. There's a bullshit article because it didn't answer my question. What stops people from double voting? You have to type it in. This article ain't gonna help.
We don't have the answer to the finest degree. That's gonna be hard because each state has its own laws and procedures. We can provide generalities. Let's say someone drops off or otherwise returns an absentee ballot. Once the voter's information on the outside of the absentee ballot is verified, it is standard practice to mark the voter's registration file with the fact that the person has voted. That person then shows up at the polls. The poll book will show that he or she already voted absentee. The voter insists on voting in person. Original ballot will likely be used, which is put in an envelope. After the fact, the data will be reviewed. Only the first. Okay, so I guess people just like personally review.
So I guess
maybe there's a machine.
So you're saying, oh, so that's why they say you gotta register to vote. You have to have a. I mean, but I guess it depends on state by state. There's just some states you don't even have to register to vote. You just walk in.
Or maybe they just automatically register everybody. Maybe you don't have to personally actually register. Maybe everybody just who's eligible to vote gets registered based on census data and taxes and shit.
So you already have a file before you even go in there.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. You got in New York you have to register to vote.
Okay, and if you're in a state where you don't have to register to vote, maybe they just register everybody.
Well, that's assuming if that's how some states exist.
So I mean, it seems like they just
this isn't good enough.
How is this not good enough?
Because it's not giving me the answer.
They did. What do you mean? They just did.
Huh?
Let's say you do an absentee ballot. When it gets to your file, they'll mark you as already having voted.
But what does the file consist of? What do you have to put in the file? Do you have to put where you live? You got to give your ID?
Yeah, it might have all that in there. What do you mean?
That might not good.
Wait. What do you mean? Does it have your ID?
What's stopping me from just making a new file under a new name?
Census data. I don't know.
What?
Census data. When you register to vote, what do you have to put down on the form?
There's no way this does not make it say
when you register to vote, what do you have to put down on the form?
I don't know because I never registered to vote.
I don't know. It's like
Did you? What did you have to put down?
I don't remember. I was 18 when I did it, or 17.
You look it up. Just what do you have to do? What do you need to register to vote?
New York State voter registration
form.
Are you a citizen? Are you a lien? Your name, gender, email, phone, address, voting history, identification, DMV number, social security. Okay, and I guess when you submit this form, it submits a file that is personal to you, and then when you vote, it's based on this file.
So you definitely can't double vote.
Yeah.
Okay. And there should be no way to vote illegally if you have to give your DMV ID.
Yeah.
So then why are you acting like don't say yeah like that?
I'm saying this is good enough.
Yeah, I'm saying it's good enough too. So then why do people act like they need voter ID?
Assholes.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. There's something else. There gotta be something else. You can't just be, the answer is not always people are crazy. There's gotta be something we're missing here.
Asshole. I don't
gotta be something we're missing here.
We both watched this video.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You saw what the voter registration form is for the state that we live in. Seems like if you send in one of those.
No, but you're jacking because the reason you're being nasty right now is because you're jacking we don't even need that.
No, I'm not.
You was jacking before we didn't even need ID, but that pretty much is ID.
No, it was like Social Security. No. What I'm saying is, I don't see why you need to bring an ID to the thing. Because there's not a problem with voter fraud.
My nigga, if you... Okay.
Okay, I understand. I'm going to be very clear. Whatever Candace Owens is saying we need to do, I'm saying we don't. We already got it covered.
No, you didn't say. You were saying that before. You were saying that you didn't need it at all.
No. I'm saying that...
You didn't say we had it covered.
Understand. What I'm saying is, whatever Candace Owens is saying we need to do, I'm saying we don't need to do it. Because there's not a problem with voter fraud. And the response from you was, no, people can take advantage of the system. They just haven't been for some reason. And I'm going, no. Our system is made such that people can't take advantage.
You weren't saying that.
No. I specifically was saying, you're saying that there's some loophole that people could have been taking advantage of for 200 years, but they just haven't. And my response is, the reason why they haven't is because they can't. I don't know how they don't, but they can't. That's why it hasn't happened.
No, you weren't saying that.
Right,
You
don't have to believe me.
wasn't even definitive in that.
You don't have to
wasn't
believe
even definitive in that.
don't have to believe me.
You never said that, bro.
This should, I may have not said it exactly, but this should be understood. Where what I'm saying is, there's no need to change anything because nothing's been going wrong.
But you didn't know why nothing was going wrong.
I didn't.
Nothing's going wrong because the thing that they're advocating for seems to already be in place.
No. I understand that nothing has been going wrong, right? But that's my point. Nothing has been going wrong because it's already covered.
You didn't know. You don't add that last part.
Hold up. No. Just use some logic. If it wasn't already covered, then why haven't people been taking advantage of it before? Wait, no. Was I not saying?
I didn't know, and neither did you. That's my point.
I know that both of us didn't know why it wasn't taken advantage of, but my point was, if it hasn't been taken advantage of before, then it's not going to be taken advantage of in the future.
No, that's a nice, huh?
My point was, if it hasn't been taken advantage of before, it's not going to be taken advantage of in the future. And the implication there is, whatever system that we have works well. Obviously, that's the implication. Whatever it is that we were doing for the past 200 years works well. Otherwise, people would have taken advantage of it.
Look.
This 2020. Oh, we can vote twice. I had no idea. Come on.
Yeah, but it's just discussing that, right? I'm very, very confused. Because it's discussing how she would say we need this kind of protection. And it makes logical sense all on paper. And you're sitting over here saying, well, nothing's gone wrong, so why would we need it? And then we look at the protection that's already there, and it's what she's already advocating for. So I'm confused about why she's saying all this. Makes me feel like there's something we're missing. And I'm confused why now you're acting like what she's advocating for is like you weren't saying it's stupid. Like it's not necessary when it's what's already in place.
No. It's stupid because she's making it seem like something bad is happening.
No. She's making it look like there's a loophole that can be taken advantage of.
But there isn't. But there isn't.
Because of what she's saying is already in place.
All right, so then why is she advocating for it?
I don't know. There's something we're missing.
The reason why she's advocating for it is because it's one of two things. Either she's an idiot and she thinks that there's voter fraud that's happening, or she just wants to put barriers in place to keep people from voting. But the second one seems a little too, I don't think that having an ID is such a big barrier. I think it's unnecessary because...
Well, you don't say that anymore. That's the shit you were saying.
No.
It's completely necessary. You need to do it to get the vote.
No. But this is another thing on top of it. Bringing that... You don't have to bring your ID when you go vote.
But it doesn't matter whether you have to bring the ID or not.
So that's another barrier. I'm saying we don't need that other barrier because we already have it handled.
Okay, let's look at it like this. I was thinking about this, but it doesn't seem like something you could really do in mass. You would have to find people that... I heard that there was cases of dead people voting in the last election. You heard about this, right?
Yeah.
You would have to find enough illegal immigrants to pose as these dead people, because let's say for some reason, when they look up your form in the database, when you give them your name and there's no picture, let's say there's no picture because you didn't have to bring an ID to fill out the form. Let's say there's no picture of who you are. And they don't ask you to, okay, what's your address? They don't ask any kind of extra information to make sure that that's you. How many people can you really do that with?
Not many. But also, you have to register before you vote. So let's say you have 4 years between each election. You have to register. So if you died in 2025, you have to register probably in 2027 before you can vote in the 2028 election. So even if somebody submits the ballot for you, they're going to see and be like, how could this person have submitted the ballot? They died 3 years ago.
Who's going to verify that?
Huh?
Who will verify that?
The people who check the ballots against the registration.
I don't know. How do the people that were dead vote to begin with? How do
They usually get caught. They usually get caught for the dead person voting. It's like, wait, this doesn't work. Who submitted this ballot? Usually it's like a spouse or something. Or maybe they sent it in they died 2 weeks before the election actually happened. They did an early mail-in ballot or something like that. But
look, man,
there's not enough people for that to be a real thing to care about.
I don't know. I don't know what else I don't know what else, they're just assuming that everyone knows or understands what goes into the voting system. I hear ID. Well, what do you need the ID for?
I think they're just trying to push forward this narrative that there was fraud in the election And then when Democrats push back on, voter ID and potentially increasing barriers, even if they're small ones, to voting, they try to use that as a justification for the claims that there was voter fraud. Like,
It makes me
well,
sick.
it's such a thing. It's such an easy thing because they don't want it. It must be because they know that there is voter fraud, and it's just like, no, you're just trying to add a barrier for no reason.
It makes me sick that
and provide
ID
legitimacy.
is considered a barrier. It makes me sick to my stomach. Stop saying that, bro. It's not a barrier.
Barrier.
No.
And
you having to walk to the polls isn't a barrier.
And they're just trying to, increase legitimacy for this idea that there was voter fraud. There was no voter fraud.
Or shit.
There's no voter fraud.
Or shit.
Sorry, there's no voter fraud. That nigga lost fair and square.
Shit.
Nigga lost fair and square.
ID is a barrier. It's not a barrier. Everyone has ID.
That nigga lost fair and square. He tried to do an insurrection.
Look, that's where you want to take it. That's where you want to take it.
That's what it is. That's why they're advocating for this stuff.
I got a very straightforward question. Why do you need ID when the form itself makes it so only one person can vote for that one person? You can't make a person up. You need your social security in place. Did it need your social security?
Yeah, it said it.
And you at least needed your DMV ID number.
Yeah.
At least in New York. So it's like, even if you got an illegal immigrant to vote for someone, they have to vote for someone that already exists. And that person can't come in and re-vote. So it's like, what's the point of the ID? It seems like only one person can vote for one person. I don't know. Hopefully this clip goes viral because I need answers, bro. This shit don't make no sense to me. What is Candace Owens talking about? I looked at the form.
Why are you always looking at people to make sense of the stupid shit that they say? She said some stupid shit.
No. I don't believe in crazy people.
All right, let's just rack our brains a little bit.
I did.
I've
been doing that.
What possible reason could there be for having a voter ID when they already have the registration?
So they're trying to do some evil shit. I feel like I gotta be crazy. There's something that she's missing.
It might not even be evil shit. Maybe she just truly believes that the election was stolen for no reason. There's no reason to believe it. There's no good reason to believe it.
Niggas watch with their eyes, ballots getting stuffed. Funny shit going on.
No, they didn't watch. Nobody watched anything like that.
Niggas saw the videos. I saw the videos.
No, nobody saw anything.
Unless
like
it was a deep fake. I saw the videos. Look crazy.
I literally saw a video of somebody move one box and then move another box, and people thought that means voter fraud. Why? What? Niggas can't move boxes around?
Niggas saw videos of people coming in the.
So what should they do? They should just stack up all the boxes so that everybody can constantly see them at all points in time.
Niggas saw
surveillance footage. Like, I don't.
Niggas saw in the middle of the night. Niggas would come through with vans full of boxes of votes and just looking shady. I don't know. I saw it.
Look, man. I'm not super opposed to the voter ID. I mean, it seems superfluous to me, and for that reason alone,
it didn't seem superfluous for you in the beginning.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't, because you didn't know that's what it took. It took voter ID to even get the vote.
I didn't have to.
Yeah, all right.
Because I know that our system works. How do I know that our system works? Because I know that there's no voter fraud.
Oh, you're sick.
How do I? And because there's no voter fraud, that means it must work. Otherwise people would take advantage.
Bad maths. This is bad eats.
Otherwise people would have taken advantage.
This is bad maths.
Otherwise people would have. Look, there's something you have to. You personally.
No, me. I don't have to do anything.
You personally.
I don't have to do a damn thing.
One day you will have to accept that you don't know anything. Sorry, not anything. You don't know everything. And
I ain't said I know everything.
Hold up. That you don't know everything, and you're gonna have to trust people. And it only makes sense.
Oh, see, this is that government
that our
shit.
Elections work.
No, fuck you. You see what he wants you to do?
And so you just have to trust it.
He wants you to trust shit. I believe in cryptocurrency. Show me the code. Even if I can't read it, I'll give it to someone. I'll pay someone to read it for me.
You know what's funny?
And make understandings of it. Show me the code.
You know what's funny? Your man, Ian, from the Tim Pool podcast.
It's not my man, but okay.
He was talking to Destiny, and they were talking about voter fraud. And he was like, I want the votes to be on the blockchain, so everybody can see it. And Destiny was just asking him questions like, well, couldn't that just be manipulated in this way and that way? And he was like, well, yeah, but look, I'm not a blockchain expert. Like, I don't know everything about the blockchain and crypto and all that kind of stuff. But this foolproof idea that he had where it's like, no, if we just use the blockchain and everything will be fine. And Destiny just asking him some very basic questions about it. You know, questions that I don't know because I'm not a blockchain nigga. Nigga was like, well, yeah, but I would just feel more comfortable if it was like that. But I mean, yeah, people could manipulate it like that. And it's just like, bro.
I don't know what way he.
True. Maybe that's something we have to watch for a different day to see the issues. But I'm assuming, I could be wrong, that nigga knows more about crypto than you.
Destiny?
No, not probably Destiny, but that nigga Ian knows more about crypto than you.
Why?
I feel like he probably has more time to devote to it. Talk about it.
I guess so, but
And
he's
that nigga,
he's not Vitalik Buterin. Like,
sure, I'm not saying he's Vitalik Buterin.
but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. I don't know about vulnerabilities, at least with certain codes.
All I know is that nigga Destiny was offering up challenges to his opinion, and it seemed like he was like, well, yeah, it could be taken advantage of too, but I don't know.
I ain't gonna jack like, I'm not gonna jack like I'm the best. I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Anywho, so look, that was that. Oh, this is just more voter fraud shit. Actually, no, it's not. This is about the illegal immigrants.
That's what a lot of people are thinking. Democrats are bringing all the illegal immigrants so that they can participate in voter fraud because it looks like Biden's gonna lose.
Well, no. They're saying that illegal immigrants count in the census, and so the House of Representatives that people have.
But before, even we were just enlightened on the way voting works. A lot of people were thinking like, yeah, they could just use the immigrants to just cast extra votes.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking too. But at the very least, in New York State, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get that one off. Yeah, so apparently the census counts all people, and when I first heard that, I thought there's no way, there's no possible way. But I looked up this article, and it's true.
But the system works, bro.
Well, that has nothing to do with whether or not there are fraudulent votes being casted.
No, I'm saying the whole system works.
Look, I could understand the argument for that being the case. I just don't think that.
No, the system works everywhere. It should work everywhere, right? It works one place. It should work everywhere.
This is you're not saying anything that makes any sense.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing to do with trust. It's just whether or not the system is bad. Trust is different from whether or not, like, I trust that the system works for the.
But has this affected?
I just don't think it's a good system.
Do you think this has affected our voting ever?
No.
Why should we change it then?
It might affect people's voting and like what it is that they value, but it doesn't affect like the amount of fraud in an election.
Not. Do you think it affects the election's results?
Yeah, what a nigga might eat for lunch might affect the election results. Like, what are you talking about?
Never mind, read the article.
Well, you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
What point are you making?
No, it's good. It's fine. Never mind.
What point are you making?
No, you on.
Yeah, what point are you
making? Get your hands off me, Duke. Get the hands off me, Duke. Read the article.
I don't really have anything to read. I read the article already, and it was basically saying if
why would illegal immigrants count to the census?
Well, no, I mean illegal immigrants are going to count in the census, but like count for the number of representatives that people have in the House. They live and exist and work in this country.
Illegal immigrants or just immigrants?
Illegal immigrants, all immigrants, including illegal ones.
Why don't you count the illegal immigrants? And if you can count the illegal immigrants, why don't they get deported?
It's easier to just count them than to deport them. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think the article was basically saying if the illegal immigrants didn't get counted, there would be like a difference of like 6.
I'm not an asshole. I told you this before. I don't really have beef with illegal immigrants. If you can make it here and you can fly under the radar, hey man, crime is crime.
No,
until you get caught.
No, it's not. Wait, what does that mean?
Crime is crime until you get caught. Look, there's some crimes that are evil and disgusting. I don't think trying to get to America illegally is that crazy. I
don't think it's really crazy at all. But if you get caught, it is what it is.
Yeah, if you get caught, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I feel like illegal immigration is literally counted. This is conspiracy theory. It's literally counted as part of like your economy.
No, it's not really a conspiracy theory.
This is true.
Strawberry pickers.
Exactly.
Pay you 25 cents.
Home Depot. It's just like that cheap extra manual labor.
Slave labor.
There you go. I feel like it's just counted within the economy. I mean, shit. Prison?
Yeah. I actually don't know what they be doing in prison.
They do something.
That's what they say, but I don't know.
I mean, they do make some kind of money, right? Pennies.
I don't know what they do. Why wouldn't they be paid a real wage? I don't understand.
In prison?
So? The fuck does that mean? I go to jail, I'm a slave? Yeah, no. If I was president, I'd have to get rid of that.
Get rid of jail?
No, making them slaves. But I think I would change jail.
I would make them have to pay for their own living.
The niggas in jail?
Yeah.
By working?
Yeah.
What would they be paying for? Imagine they have to like do collective bargaining. Okay, how much are we gonna spend on the light bill this month? Everybody has to work this amount. But what if niggas don't work?
You know what? All that, like, instead of just putting him in a jail, you make like a
Community.
yo. You
I
want,
don't think it would work out well.
bro? You want to kill each other? Go ahead. That's the place you want to be in.
No, I don't think you want to do that.
If you want to go back to regular society, act right.
What if someone's like, I don't?
Huh?
What if someone's like, I don't? Now you gotta fight for your life, and nobody's gonna help you.
Enjoy your bussy.
Huh?
Enjoy your bussy.
No. But what? Okay, what if somebody's like, I don't, and someone else is like, I do? The person who's like, I do, he's in a fuck spot. He's in a bad spot, and nobody's gonna come help him. Can't call the cops, according to you.
I'd have different tiers of villages.
Oh, you'd have the savage village.
Savages. Then you have the white collar crime. You have the adolescent offenders.
But nah, even with the savages, it's like, okay, so let's say somebody does a savage crime. But he's like, yeah, but I want to go back to society. He's not in Savage Village.
You got a bigger mountain to climb. Sorry.
So he goes to Savage, and if he has good behavior, then eventually he goes to like bad guy.
It might be a death warrant.
That's what. Oh,
Death
you would kill
sentence.
people?
No, going to the Savage Village might be a death sentence. You ain't making out there being a good guy.
Okay, what's a savage? Like, what's a savage crime? Is it just killing someone?
Rape, murder.
Damn.
Rapists and murderers, man. That's where you gotta go.
Damn, man.
Rapists
With serial killers?
and murderers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same.
You kill somebody in a crime of passion, that's not the same thing as Jeffrey Dahmer or John Wayne
Oh,
Gacy.
yeah. I mean, obviously, you can, that nigga that killed his wife on camera,
What nigga did that?
nigga with the belly, because his wife cheated. Yeah, I showed you that video. Pretty sure we did it last week. You trying a gun on her.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You got a big belly.
Paint the scenario.
He's holding a shotgun. He's like, you cheated on her. She's filming the shit like he's not gonna do it.
I didn't watch a video like that.
You can look it up. It'd be.
I don't wanna.
Yeah.
He blew her away?
Blew her away. Blew her down.
So what happened to the phone? She was recording him.
Yeah. We didn't get that.
Recording him like me and you.
Not that close. Maybe like you're at that wall. I'm at that wall.
And he pulled it. So what happened to the phone? It just fell? What happened to her? Did she scream? Or it was just lights out?
The video kind of ended with the phone down. That's it. Like, I didn't.
But you heard the blast.
No, I didn't even hear that. But the next thing is that bitch is dead.
Why you watch videos like that?
Yeah, it was trending.
It's not good for you, man.
It's a pretty safe video. Like,
Nah, it's not good for you.
what wasn't good for me was seeing the turmoil and trauma on that man's face. The lengths that he had to go to.
You didn't have to go to those lengths.
He didn't. But he did.
You know Cagney Lynn Carter?
Who?
Cagney Lynn Carter. Whore. Professional whore.
Okay.
Porn star.
Those exist.
Killed herself.
Okay, that's been going on a lot lately.
Well, the other ones have been dying. She killed herself.
They've been doing drug overdoses.
Yeah,
Oh, she's the one that put the thing in her
the
mouth.
shoddy. She wanted to go.
Clearly.
When you get the shoddy, I want to go.
I'm done here.
She just stripped her shit. Anywho, listen. When it comes to the voter fraud, I don't know what's wrong with these conservatives, man. They're losing their minds.
Yeah, alright.
Is this more? I don't give a fuck about this anymore.